we are at the High Court to challenge the downright discrimination that allows abortion up to birth for Down syndrome. This law makes me feel that I'm better off dead. I know I'm not, but that's how it makes me feel. There is no difference between me and someone who doesn't have Down syndrome. Life is good for people like me, and abortion law means to show that everybody is equal. When the law changes for us, then we will have won the fight. Let's do this!
My son came into my life 2 years ago, and he is just the most incredible human being. And everything that I'm doing now, I'm doing for him. And it is a complete honour and a privilege to be stood being an ally with Heidi and James and the rest of the Down syndrome community today. Our case is about equality, and that everyone in the whole world deserves to be treated equally, regardless of disability, gender, race, religion. And so I really hope that we win today and that we start to pave a path for true equality and acceptance of people with disability.
This law is another thing because it's telling people that a life with Down syndrome isn't quite as equal, and that is not true. All lives are equal. And I think what's interesting is that society has actually moved forward, but this law is historic and it hasn't come forward. And I think it's our responsibility as a society to move the laws in line with us.
People have asked me, well, didn't you know? Like, how come she's here? She's got Down syndrome. If you'd have known, surely she wouldn't be here, and you would have had a termination.
I'm very happy that she's my granddaughter, the love of my life.
We've also experienced some amazing people who have just treated her and equally valued her just as we do, and that has been fantastic.
For me, it's around just making things fair, levelling the playing field. There being, for all of my daughters, 2 of which are typical, I think, and Betsy, who has Down syndrome, it's around making it fair and them having equal rights. So she is no less valuable to our society and our family than the other 2. So I think it's just around fairness.
She's a woman in her own right with a life that's worth living, an incredible life actually. And the discrimination is there, it's quite blatant.
Down syndrome kids and people are brilliant people once you get to know them.
People have a lot of mean things to say about her, but you can't really judge someone based on what you think. You have to get to know a person with Down syndrome.
We were frightened of the unknown. We were ableist. We didn't know we were, but we were. And we didn't understand that different didn't mean bad. We listened to the narrative that said that Down syndrome was something to be sorry about and something to be, afraid of. And so sadly we wasted some time early on worrying about that, but we very quickly realised as we got to know him and to love him that there is nothing to be worried about and that he's just a little boy like everybody else.
My hope is that we get discrimination out of our law. I think having that clause 11D in there is discriminatory. I don't think there's any other way it can be read. And if we've got the Equality Act, we shouldn't be discriminating against people with disabilities. If it said, well, you could abort after 24 weeks for any other minority, for black or LGBTQ community, we would be absolutely horrified, and we should all have that equal sensation when we see disability discriminated against.
They just seem to almost make me feel guilty for wanting to have my child, almost as though my child would be a burden. But that is just a complete opposite. Bethan brings such joy to everyone she meets, and she just pours out love on everyone she meets, and it's been wonderful.
I just want to say thank you all for coming, and let's do this. Let's change the law.